Well, Israeli media reports a court in West Jerusalem has cancelled Benjamin Netanyahu's testimony in his corruption trial for this week. This comes after his lawyers cited security and diplomatic reasons. Judges reportedly say another witness will appear instead, despite opposition from prosecutors. It is the latest in a series of delays, with his appearances postponed multiple times. Let's speak again to Nour, who's near Ramallah in the occupied West Bank. So, Nour, there will, of course, be those who say this is just an excuse for the Israeli PM to avoid the stand.
Well, that would be most Israelis, Nick, because Benjamin Netanyahu has been doing this for years, not months. He certainly used the war first against Gaza as an excuse, and then after that, the war with Lebanon, and then also the attack on Iran in June of last year, and now this war. There's always a way for Benjamin Netanyahu to give himself a way out of a court hearing, and that's exactly what he's been doing. The prosecutor is extremely frustrated, but there's very little that the prosecution can do, given the fact that the court has yet to reject a request by the Israeli Prime Minister to get a get out of court card, if you will, from them because of security reasons or diplomatic reasons or strategic reasons or whatever reasons that his lawyers can come up with.
All right, thanks for that. I just want to flip back very briefly to the situation in Lebanon, because Israel has just released a new map outlining some of its positions in the south of the country there. What do we know about that?
Well, I mean, when you take a look at the map, Nick, you can see that it's not a straight line. It's a jagged line that goes along the international border of Lebanon, and it basically goes in a straight line, and then it climbs up. And that's why it's also not constant. It's not the same distance from the border at all points. And there are some reports that the Israeli army doesn't really adhere to those lines. So it is elastic or expandable, if you will, in some areas. What we know, the only thing that we know for sure, is that everywhere in that red area that you see on the map, the Israeli army is diligently demolishing homes and entire villages, especially Shiite villages in southern Lebanon. This is something that the Israeli Minister of Defense has talked about openly, equating any Shiite presence in southern Lebanon with Hezbollah presence. So fighting that and vowing not to allow those residents to return to southern Lebanon because he considers them as well a threat to Israeli security.
All right, Nour, thanks for that. Nour Odeh there near Ramallah. Thank you.